Hey YouTube, Yakfish Taco here. Another beautiful day, another video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Hobie Revolution 13 and then go to the Oregon coast and do some kayak fishing. And I'm gonna put it on top of my Tacoma on the camper shell. So before I can do that, I need to install some racks. So I finally find all my parts for my old Thule Tracker II rack that I'm gonna put it onto the camper shell. There's a track already installed when I had the shell from the dealer. So I'm gonna put it on and then I'm gonna load up the kayak. Let's go. Okay, so normally I would just put the kayak directly in the truck bed. So that way I'll be more fuel efficient, save some gas. But since I'm going truck camping, I'm gonna have a lot of stuff in my truck bed. So I'm gonna just mount it on the roof. So what I have here, I have the crossbar and the foot bracket, the Tracker II, Thule Tracker II. These are really old, but I think they still work. The crossbar is 58 inches across. They're the perfect size. Those are all the stuff that I already have, but I have to buy some spare parts, like things like this. Now, I got it from an e-trailer and they're really expensive and they sell it by the unit. So if you guys did not lose yours, then you're in luck. Or if you can find some cheaper ones, let me know. Because they are not cheap. So what I'm gonna do is to get the bolt, the screw, thread it down and put it onto this little foot bracket like that, and then they come with the thread locks, so they should stay on pretty well. So I got a couple of them already set up, so we're gonna get the other one going. And they have the smooth side and then the straight side. So on the straight side facing up, so that it provides maximum amount of sort of contact with the track. Yeah, it's pretty easy to go on. So I'm gonna get the rest of them ready. Okay. Yep. So the screws are driven by Allen heads. So you just have to find the right one, and we'll get onto the roof and get it mounted. Let's go. Okay, so what we want is to have the oval shape side of the foot mount facing the outside, okay, and then the flat side facing the inside. And then you see there are two slots, one and the lower slot. We don't want the lower slot, we want the upper slots. We get it laid into like that and get both in there like that. And then when we turn the screws, the screw is gonna turn that little bracket against the sidewalls of those tracks, and that's how you tighten it up. Okay, so let's do that. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. There's no directional. It's as long as the oval side is facing out. And then they get snug pretty easy. And you want them to be snug, but not like over tightening, because you will bend the track. So the track is not super thick. So you just have to, because the thread has lockers on them, so you don't have to be super tight. You just hand tight it to until you feel like it's very snug. That's it. And then I got a little cap too. The cap kind of goes on to sort of, when you're not using it, it sort of covers it. Well, and guess what? I already got the other 3 sides all installed. Okay, so let's take a look at the little, I'll call it spikes, kind of like spikes on a little buck. Got four-point spikes, and see how the truck looks with the 4-point spikes. Okay, so here is what the truck looks like with the little spikes being covered by the caps. From this side, not bad. I mean, the background's not that clear, but you get the idea. Looks a little like those modern types of antenna. Here's the look of it from the top. Yeah, I like it. Doesn't seem like too much of a protrusion from the roof. Yeah, it's okay. It looks good overall. Okay, so yeah, let's pop them out and then get those racks spaced out correctly and pop it in. Now this kind of cap, it seems to be okay. They're snug and doesn't seem like any kind of wobbling. So hopefully the wind is not gonna, strip it out of the housing. So we'll see. With time, it will tell. If I lose one of them, I'll let you know. Okay, so what we have is the foot pack, and then we're just gonna pop it right in. The far side first. It should work. Oh, look at that. It fits like old shoes. Now on this one, it's a little long, right? Because it's from the previous setup. So what I'm gonna do is to do a little bit of adjustment. So what you do is you push this, and then open up this little thing right here, and then there's an Allen screw down there for you to make some adjustment. Loosen it up, and you got it. You got a little Allen head, and turn it. Turn it so that the bar can move back and forth to make the adjustment. Okay, let's see. So after I moved a little bit of it, maybe an inch, then it goes in perfectly. Right, but now I have to sort of offset the bar so that both sides has the same sort of amount of spacing. So I'm just gonna take that offline and get it pretty. Okay, so I got everything all lined up, and now I have perfect amount of space on each side, perfectly balanced. So I'm gonna tighten up this thing again. You just turn it slow, half a turn each time, and then you'll be good. And then we'll do both sides so that they're not backing out, backing in anymore. So after everything's all lined up and all tightened up, I'm just gonna pop it back in and then lock the key, and then we're done. Okay, let's see. That one goes in, and this one pop right in. See, that's what happened when you do the math, the calculations. So I got exact same measurements from both sides. Perfect. So let's see. Oh yeah, not bad. Looking good. Oh yeah, everything's all balanced. So we got extra offset out here. So when I get an awning, I can have it mounted on the side This is perfect. And if I don't want to have the rack up on the roof, you know, to get more fuel efficiency, I can just like pop it right off. They pop right off, and I can just put it in the garage, no problem, and then put those little spiky cover on it. So you can see my kayak rack and the roof rack is a little bit almost the same height. The roof rack a little higher, so I can just kind of get the kayak shoved over pretty easily onto the bear bar, and then I'm gonna slide the saddle underneath it, and that's how I'm gonna mount it. All right, done. Okay, it's all done. It's on the roof. And you can see the tailgate still opens. That's good. And opens pretty much almost all the way. So I can still get in and out, no problem. I don't have to take the kayak out to get into the truck bed for a night's sleep. It was a little high, so I'm gonna need something to help me to get up there to get it down. But I was able to just step on the I gotta have the tailgate down, and I was able to just use the tailgate to drag this thing up there. So it's not too bad, and I can just use the tailgate to get the kayak out. So it's just take it slow, and then one at a time. Yeah. It's pretty centered. I got everything all measured. Okay, so it's getting dark, and so tomorrow I'm gonna hit the road, and then so last time I get about 23, almost 23 miles per gallon driving down to Coos Bay, and I'm going that tomorrow again, and I will see what the gas mileage is gonna be using the same 65, 70 mile cruising speed, and we'll keep you updated. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm on the road right now. I have driven about 140 miles, cruising at 65, and it's holding up pretty well. It's up there. It's like it doesn't have much noise, and I do notice about 2 or 3 mpg less at the same speed, so it does cost me some gas mileage. So right now I'm at 20.4 miles per gallon for the last 140 miles, so it's not too bad. Okay, we're here, Winchester Bay. So I got 21.1 miles per gallon on this trip, and for the tank mileage 19.9. So I got some miles that is outside of this trip that was before I've taken this trip, so that sort of averaged down a little bit, but I can say I averaged out about 20 miles, a little bit over 20 miles with the kayak on. So it's very cool, not bad. You know, I It's probably like 2 miles less than without a kayak, but still very good. So that was fun. You know, carrying the kayak out here. So I'm expecting to do some kayak fishing or crabbing. I just find a place to settle down and spend the night, and then find a good place to fish and catch some crab, hopefully from the kayak. So yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. All right, we got here set up a little campsite on the dock. I'm going to do some crabbing right here. Just met up with my brother. We're gonna camp here overnight. Yeah, get the kayak unloaded and get the awnings opened up. And then if we catch some crab, we're gonna cook it up tonight. Yeah. Good times. Winchester Bay RV Park Marina. Wish me luck.